Fantastic. I think we're here. Welcome, everyone. Namaste. What a beautiful day. Nana Kasha here. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so honored that you're here. And it took me a little while. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Marty. And to get the technicalities to link up. Now, I think, we're still in Mercury retrograde, but it's not always just that, right? And then Zoom has uploaded all this AI stuff. So the other day it was zooming in and out on me, and I had to figure out how to turn that off. And we've been having an echo. So if you guys could let me know how this is, because I can't hear anything. And since I can't hear you, hopefully this lavalier is working well for sound. I don't want you to have an echo. And and then now this is flipped. Like what you're seeing is a mirror, and this is actually, I don't know. It's just so crazy making to me. Not really. I'm not going to say that. It's interesting, and I'm very happy that we're getting all this support, and it's all going to work the bugs out and growth pains and figure out a way to StreamYard our lives in such a beautiful way. So I am very grateful, and I don't want to say I'm not grateful. I'm going to take off my beautiful Mayan bracelet because it's making noises, and then my fairy earrings might be making noises too. So please let me know. Say something like there's a clicking, because I hate it when I listen to the replays and there's a clicking. These are too clicky. I think I need to retire the fairy earrings. Okay. Yeah. So the fairies wanted to be with me this morning because today is a really beautiful energy. So as we're coming together, we're here for an oracle experience. So this is one of my gifts to you on Gratitude Week, Thanksgiving Week, whether you live or are from the US or not. It's just such a wonderful tradition. Not the stories, but the idea of stopping to give thanks. So what I love is that most traditions, most sacred ancient traditions, gave thanks all the time. It wasn't once a year. And of course, I'm sure that most of you give thanks much more often. Right? And outside of all the consumerism, like, buy all this stuff. It's fine. I used to really do it. I changed the decor of my house with every season. I loved it. I had different color candles, I had a lot of shelves. I had this big house now. Now I live in a little beach house. So, but what's beautiful right now is that that's in the air. That's the flavor that we're walking in, and that supports us. So I want you to understand the power of gratitude. Now, oh yeah, I should do that. Okay, thank you. I just had a new article come out in Awaken magazine, so please go check it out. I'll see if I can find the link here. And what's fun is that I was asked to be a part of, here it is. I can share it with you. I was asked to be a part of an issue that came out Monday. And oh, good. Thanks, Tiffany. That is all about gratitude, of course, because of the moment. So you can go read my article about it. It's a different approach to the idea of gratitude. It's that it's not an emotion, and it's not something you do after you have everything you want in your hands, right? After you see it, after. Now, you say thank you before you see it, before you have it, okay? I would like to go on this retreat, all right? I don't know how I'm going to get the time off work. I don't know who's going to watch my dog. I don't know if I'm going to have enough money, or, okay, whatever you believe. But you make that decision, okay? And then everything is moving along the path if you make that decision and you stick to that decision. And more every day, you say, oh, it was like the best trip ever. Oh my gosh, being in ceremony with people. Oh my gosh, seeing this thing. Oh, eating this food. It was amazing. And you start having delight and saying thank you to that future moment. Thank you is what you say when you do receive what you want, which is why it is the number one frequency to pull you into that wish fulfilled state, to that end result state. And if you haven't heard that concept, and we have some beautiful students here who last year went through, I think 6-7 months or something, we did amazing mastermind where every week we were talking, and every day practically we were talking on WhatsApp, and we were exploring the deeper concepts, the laws of the universe, the blocks that we have, the energetics, how to interpret where you are, how to use right now in the moment, real time, what's happening in your life, apply this to it, and then be able to get feedback. This is what we need. We need these communities. We need this support. We need to trust our own inner wisdom and guidance. And in the meantime, we get support by being in group. And you could go on a retreat, honestly, and not really be around a lot of people too. Of course, especially if you go to a silent retreat, intense. I've never done a very long one of those. However, 1212, what's really amazing about the idea of gratitude is that it's a state of consciousness, and it's very, very high. So if you've ever been in one of my classes, or definitely go over to the shop, there's a lot of course, the Black Friday sales on over there, but there's also some free things like the scale and some other posters and downloads and sayings and things that I find are just key core things to help keep you on track. So if you look at the scale of consciousness, you will see gratitude is very, very close to the top. Enlightenment is just a doorway. There's many, many levels after that, but it doesn't matter. Just go off the charts with one of my activations and you'll figure out, oh, okay. So what happens when you are embracing gratitude, even if you don't have what you want? Even if you need the money right now, but you don't see the money in your bank account. Even if you no longer want conflict, but you just had a fight with your partner. Even if you feel like you're the one that deserves the raise and they give it to someone else. Okay. I want you to realize that the opportunity right now in our evolution around us, okay, spiritual weather aspects, a soul evolution, the spiral of the Maya, wisdom, that knowing that we're doing this and then we come back into a cycle, but we're never the same. And if we have to complete more of that, we don't say, why isn't this over? We say, okay. And we go deeper and we go into our Shibalba, we go into our roots, we go into our shadow, we go into our sacral, and we do that. You could call it work, but to me, it's a journey back to myself. I want to know what's hidden inside of me. I want to know what I've locked away. Have I locked away my voice and my powers because I was criticized? Have I locked away my intuitive skills because I was killed in a past life? Or I have people in my life right now who would think I was the devil or be mad at me or disown me, right? And here's the bottom line. I opened up the 4 Agreements, 5th Agreement thing by Don Miguel Ruiz, and I read that so long ago, like I'm sure you did. It's just a phenomenal book. But honestly, you just need to know the 4 Agreements and they'll change your life. Don't make assumptions, right? Do your best in every moment, and in every moment it will be different. So don't hold yourself to stupid standards if you're sick. I didn't get anything done today. Okay. Today I did my best with where I was, what I'm doing. These principles are so simple, but this is what the ancients understood. And so divination is one of my favorite things. That's oracle decks and runes and signs, synchronicities, and symbols, and all different forms. Okay. So make sure you go over here to check out all the fantastic, amazing things we have on sale. And what we're going to do is an oracle workshop on the 29th of December. So right on that cusp, after we've moved through the new moon, right before the solstice, that to me is the new year. That is a powerful portal. So I'm also offering a live online solstice fire ceremony. So we will be burning this stuff away. We're going to have a full-on Mayan fire ceremony. I don't know. I might have some guests come on. I'm just thinking about it. And I might talk to some of my friends if they're available and they have internet. They could come and be part of the ceremony. We are going to go and allow ourselves to fully embrace that we're at the deepest part of the shadow. You're going down into the shadow right now, into the solstice. So you need to respect where you are. If you're asking for clarity, you need to say, I ask for clarity and accept that I'm in the shadow world, and whatever that clarity looks like within the shadow world, I accept it. So if you argue with the answers you get, if you argue with, oh, I didn't want that card, like, oh, I used to do all this stuff, right? Oh, I wish I wasn't at that state. If you are grateful all the time, you will be in a state of not of shedding and getting rid of being a magnet to things into your life that you wouldn't be grateful for. Do you see what I mean? You have to already be grateful before you see it. You have to believe it before you see it in order to manifest it into your life for any prolonged, sustained amount of time. Okay, so that is the big mystery school lesson today. This is your job. And right now, the overriding energy as we enter this last month of the year and the end of the snake will be February, okay? But that's winding down. We've been down here on the earth. We've been shedding and earth energy and feminine energy and doing that deep work. That's what the energy is for right now. But snake is fire. Snake is transformation. Snake is kundalini or koyopa, lightning in your blood, the Maya call it. They also have a word called kundalini. Sounds like kundalini to me. So everything's about the fire, and we're coming back to all of the elementals and all of the wisdom keepers and all of the medicine men, and the different aspects of the mother or the goddess or the elementals. And here in the Maya, Ishel, which you know well, she's my cat in my house, and right there. She is the earth mother, but she represents like the earthy part and everything that lives in the earth and our bodies and the waters, right? And the moon and the air. And it means light or clear light or white skinned, because then the rainbow comes. So she's the rainbow goddess and she's the medicine goddess. And there was an entire priestesshood based on her, several different, but she has a green snake on her head that represents awakened third eye and awakened kundalini. But it's also the idea that the priestesses, which would be just a committed path of studying and embodying something in the world to be the channel, the voice, the hands of the goddess or the divine. That's the purpose of us all being here, but you don't all have to become, a priestess or a priest in the traditional sense. You do have to be the spiritual person you came to be. And that begins with divination. Divination became illegal, especially with Christianity and other cultures that spread the idea that somebody was between you and the divine. Somebody had to interpret your message. Now, sometimes I love having someone help me interpret the message. However, we are here to develop, remember, and realign with all of our intuitive pathways, and there's no more waiting. We've been going through waking up, and we've been going through karma, and we've been going through becoming aware that we have vows and subconscious beliefs that just run the show and we don't know why, but we've become aware of that. And we are here in the ninth wave of consciousness. We're here with unity, balance. There is masculine, feminine, yin, yang, above, below. It's all here. And you have to have that balance. Now, Ishel embodies that mother goddess and your body. Okay. And Ishmukane is the grandmother aspect of her, who sits in the heart of the earth and takes all your crap and composts it. Okay. And actively working with that energy, or Gaia and different aspects of Gaia, Isis and different aspects of Egyptian, or your own, angels, or, I I go into my cave, I go into my shadows, I say I'm willing to see what's blocking me, I'm willing to see it in a different way. The first thing you have to do is stop judging it. You have to stop being desperate. You have to stop craving. You have to stop telling stories about something that you don't want to live. And you have to just do it like this. So you got to cut your head off, or you got to slit your throat in some energetic way and stop. Because no matter how many millions of people you ask for advice, it will never change your path if you do not use yourself, your energy, your mind, your heart, your feelings, your thoughts, your intentions, and all of your skills throughout time, back and forth. You are an eternal being in an eternal now that can have past and future potential and so on coming in and out. You're in constant flow. You have flow coming in from so many ways. You are not cut off. You are not isolated. You are not forgotten. You are not here to be punished. You are not here to suffer. And you don't have to do anything that you don't like in your life one more day. Now, how long it'll take to shift depends on how much you truly believe it. How committed are you willing to do it morning and night? Are you willing to do it morning, noon, and night? Are you willing to go to the bathroom every break you have at work and recenter yourself? Are you willing to speak and tell and thank something you can't see? Are you willing to do that? Because then your life will change. And how fast it appears to you, I don't know. But who cares? Because it is changing. The universe has to. There's no option. That's what it's designed for. Replicate for you as a mirror what you are saying. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the retreat. Thank you for all the wonderful new friends. Thank you for the confidence I have. Thank you for that really challenging situation I just went through. I can already feel that it pushed me out of my comfort zone and out of my perception of my weakness. And now I know it's the building block of what is next for me. Thank you. I don't have a clue what happened just there, but I know it's one of the best things ever. Thank you. I always ask for the optimal to appear to me. I'm no longer telling the stories of lack, limitation, and not enoughness. And as that is still in my pathway from the past, okay, I accept. However, I will not feed it. I will not give it sunlight. I will not give it intention. I will not speak it to other people. I will not bring it forward. I am a clear and open channel for the highest good of all concerned. I am a divination channel. You're a conduit between the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth. So long time ago, we do light body healing is an infinity weave. And we would weave from the heart of the earth through my heart and up here like this. And then last year or so, I met the Mayan priest, and he talks about doing the same thing, but he's got a different verbiage for it, heart of the earth, heart, and connect it here. And I thought it's so funny, how you come and you bring all these different energies from all these different traditions and they come together. So part of divination is you don't have to know what they all mean. And right now what we're being asked is do not accept everyone else's and past interpretations of your message. Okay? So what are we doing? I don't know. Let's look up here. We're doing a beautiful show about, do I do that here? No, I do this here. And we're going to do readings. So what we're doing with the readings is I'm going to let Spirit decide to do whatever they want. Clearly I can't. Here we go. And okay, good. We are here. Technology is wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So that's another little secret. We just finished the 20-day Ancestor Alchemy, Ancestor Magic class. And to be honest, it was so mind-blowing that most of us are walking around like that. And we had 2 days where people came on for a couple of hours to just share, to just talk and to share what happened and doing a daily process and the depth of this. And I'll tell you what's really mind-blowing is I did not tell anybody, because I did not know that we were going to completely follow the Mayan Zolkin, which is the sacred calendar, which is 20 days. So that's how you walk with Spirit. That's how you stay in the flow, is be like, we're going to do this ancestor magic thing. Okay. We're going to work with laws of the universe. Okay. My mind was thinking something completely different, but I am so aware that who I am right now is not who I am in an hour, and then I'll be someone else. So I keep checking back in, and you need to do this with your life. If you've just had a big experience, if you're repeating the same pattern, you need to turn around and you say, okay, let me look. What is happening in my life? What am I doing, saying, and being? And how much of this is the past? Because come on, be nice to yourself. A lot of your patterns, a lot of what's in your life right now is from all the past. It's from all the times you did believe in the lack or the limitation, all the family beliefs of whatever, all that it's not safe, all that I shouldn't use my powers, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So you get to have a beautiful experience every day of your life because you get to discover who you are. You get to discover where you are. You get to discover why your soul intended you to be here right now. And so I want to invite you to seriously consider this. I have a show coming out on the 9th of December with Maria, and it is going to blow your mind. All right. So my thrill about sharing this retreat with you, I love all my retreats. They all provide powerful transformations. They're very experiential. They're very loving. They're very full of all kinds of sacred, secret, wonderful things and juicy, delicious things. And this retreat is some kind of meeting of the wisdom keepers, having Miguel Angel with us for 3 full days, going to the sites, taking us to sacred places we normally couldn't go because they're not public, doing ceremony, understanding what the true sacred meaning is, being here on this day where that serpent's coming down so you can receive that download. There's no replacement for that opportunity right there. And we're doing it before anybody knows it's happening. So we'll be one of the only people. Now, Maria is coming. And if you're familiar with Maria or from the other times she's been on my show, she's a master dowser and she's decoded sacred sites in 17 different countries. She's been to Turkey 17 times. I don't know how many times she's been to Egypt. Okay. So I bring her in on my retreats in England because she's the expert of Stonehenge and what it was really built for. And we go with our dowsing rods and we know this temple was here and here you can feel the spiral under the altar and you get to start to see the living earth energies. Okay. Now her wisdom is so deep and she's such an expert and she's all over Gaia TV and she's hired into all these things. And she's been working with Richard Hoagland's team, who is studying Mars. They're studying Mars because there's pyramids on Mars that replicate the ones here. And there's all kinds of similarities in the alignments. Just like here we go, oh, this is aligned north-south. This is aligned to the equinox. This is aligned to the solstice. This is the same thing happening. And we know like all over the English landscape, all of the things there that we go do sacred things with Maria and we learn all these things. And we go and have these activations and she's able to show us and let us feel and know exactly where we stand and which stones to talk to and what's the makeup of the stone. But then these are consciousness raising sites. Okay. The ancients across the planet built these over energies and align the energies in the earth and align them to energies in the celestial landscape. Why? Well, Maria has some new equipment and we're going to share what that is. So I want to tell you a few reasons to come to this. We're going to keep the group small. We're going to be going to 8 sites at least. We're going to be working with Maria every day, with me every day, Miguel Angel for 3 days. We're going to be going private tours and we're going to be understanding the deeper sacred and having the experiences. I'll be channeling the activations. We'll be talking to this. We'll be doing the sacred chants just like the priests and priestesses did. And then Maria is going to be taking us in and she's never been here. So you're going to be part of her magical mystery and we're going to be discovering her guesses, her investigations. Does this pyramid match the alignments in Egypt, in Mars, in where? Okay. What are they doing? Is it completely unique? So I've been working with her for 2 years, becoming a master dowser. I'm only halfway through, I think. However, I go to these sites and I check things out. And so she's coming early and we're going to spend 2-3 days going to these sites before with her and I, so she can get familiar with them before you come. And then I'm doing my welcoming thing that I always do with the sacred sites before I bring a group. so that spiritually we're protected, we're welcomed, we're honoring the guardians of the land and the ancients, because these are extremely powerful sites. These are transformational portals. These are stargates. There is really no way to tell you. If you went here on a normal day, you would have a downloaded transformation, much less doing this particular day with Miguel Angel or coming with Maria. So she has a new equipment that the Mars team uses, and she's going to be bringing it. And we're going to be able to, I'm not going to say any of the scientific terms so I don't get it wrong, but we're going to do a show about it. So watch for the December 9th. And I think that there's such powerful opportunity to be a part of this discovery. This is like opening up ancient wisdom. This is divination. What did they do? Why did they do this? What is the secrets? What's hidden in here? She's going to be able to measure the field that this pyramid puts out. And what it means is that that's the power with which it can increase your paranormal activities, connections, increase your consciousness, increase your intuitive skills, shift you from dimensions, heal you instantly, because the field takes you out of whatever frequency you're in. And this is true everywhere. So these have been studied around the world. She's doing this at her house. She just did it at Avebury. And they do it and she's going to be doing it in Egypt. And we're going to be going in a while there. And so this is really profound. And this is new. This has just come up. So I'll be sharing more about that. So I just had to share that. This is another thing that's on sale, and it is epic and amazing, and it's very affordable. And I can tell you that what I'm going to share with you is not what you get online. You can go to a calculator and you'll get some of the basics of it, but I'm going to take you deeper so that you know who you are. And truly, I believe this is uber profound. So, these are all on sale. The ancestor magic is the Mayan ancestor magic of working with the days. And I gave at least 11, I think, light body activations from the light body school, and blending the two together, the ancient and wisdom of the Maya and tuning into the energy of the day. Literally everybody in the class said it was so profound, because suddenly we'd be like, today is, so I'm going to tell you, today is Akabal, and Akabal means dawn. And that means the energies today are here to support you by holding the space of dawn, where you're between the sunrise and the sunset, that you're in that dusk space, that there's stillness, that you're able to receive what has happened and prepare for what is coming, and all the other gifts of that energy. So we did that every day. And everybody said, oh my gosh, when I learned about the energy of the day, that was exactly what was happening in my life. And if I didn't get to do the activation until the evening and the day was over, I was just shocked at how it aligned up exactly. I have to tell you, the Mayan sacred calendar is 20 days, and it's a wisdom that they understood. It's like us recognizing water or air as an element and a building block, or chemicals as building blocks to life. We missed this, and we've all been walking around in these energies our whole lives and didn't even know they were there, and it's profound. So that is back on sale for you. And the actual cards, so the card deck and the book and everything, we do have some left in stock, and we can ship them out, and you can get the class and the card deck for $200 off right now, and a special bonus will come with that, or you can buy the bonus separately. So that's this. This will be coming on the 29th. And you can buy this, and this is on sale too. Or if you want to get the Prosperity Magic Oracle class, and I highly recommend it, because I do not teach Oracle reading the same way. And we talk to different oracles, and we travel and journey with them, and they come to life. And I give you all kinds of new ways to be a divination portal. So it's quite profound. But we're going to do this so that I can embody with you 3 divine sacred practices to ignite our inner prophecy. That means you are the prophet of your life. You are an oracle. And then you need to amplify your ability to decode the messages, right? To interpret them, because that's a big stumbling block for most people. So first, can you imagine it? Can you receive it? Can you trust it? Then can you decode what to do with it? And then can you allow the infinite prosperity to be unleashed around you and actually let yourself have it and see it, because it's only within you that you're holding it back. And then this is the live solstice online Maya ceremony I told you about, so please join that. And this is the beautiful experience we're going to have with Maria to look at the Great Maya Energy Quest and our Earth Energy Expedition that will be coming up in March. So, okay, good. I think that's it. So I'm going to stop that and I'm going to go back over here. And so, okay, so let's start our beautiful day. And if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. So I know Tiffany, let's see here, Lisa, Marnie, and Tiffany. I'm assuming you all want to have, Gracie, I'm so happy you're here. I love you so much. I see you every day. I see you walking around. Christy, oh my gosh, fantastic. Look at this. We're having a little reunion. I fully accept that I am in the shadow period and grateful for its wisdom. The darkness is soft black cat fur. I know, isn't it wonderful? It's Xibalba, and that's another reason I love the worldview of the Maya. I like a lot of worldviews, but there's a lot of fear and evil, of course, in some ideas of the underworld because of hell, but we don't believe in hell. There's only very small a number of people who made hell up and then used it to bring us all into some lifelong fear of death and doing everything wrong. You can do whatever you want, but you are also going to, and you'll always be loved by the universe. However, if you curse other people, if you hurt other people, if you steal from other people, the biggest damage is to yourself because you are saying you don't have enough. You have to take from other people. You have to compete. You have to resort to violence. There's none for you. And it's okay to do whatever you want to other people. And none of those are true. Those are not good values to walk around with. So you say, oh, those are inside of me. That's what happens when you go into the shadow period. But you want to go through Xibalba, and there's 9 levels of it, and we go down there all the time. But it's like I'm Jaguar. So Jaguar that's the totem of Jaguar is to cross the worlds from the day to the night with no hesitation because of the vision, and then to cross again the next time. So you walk in that shadow world every day, and it's really beneficial if you do. You're late. You're not late. You're never late. Hi. You haven't missed anything. We're just chatting, and I don't even know. And yeah, it's all good. Hi, Stephanie. And so good, 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 good. Oh, my beloved. So, this is time of gratitude and a time of appreciation. And one of the key concepts in ancient wisdom is gratitude, like I was saying about my article. Oh, my article here is there you go, is to use it as a power. It is a state, and you don't wait to have something to say thank you. You say thank you now, you embody it now. And if you say thank you, it is done. Those are 2 of the most powerful things you can say about anything, because you are affirming that other state you want, future, I guess you could call it, but that other state, like, okay, right now I'm really full of fear and I want to do this thing and I feel like I'm called to this thing, but I keep running into different interferes. So you say, well, what would it feel like if I'd already done it? And then you say, thank you, it is done. And that's when you start imagining being there and all the things you know. And then what you do is you enter the state of gratitude and you look across. It's like appreciation and reverence and, all kinds of beautiful, beautiful energies that lift you up. Right. So it's not, I used to think you had to work at it. You don't have to work at it. Right. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is pull a card for the group and for today, and then I will go dive into whoever wants a reading. And first, I'm going to give myself a. Give me a minute. I'm going to have to move over here quickly. Whoops, to turn my air on. So I'll be right back. And ooh, yay. Yeah, so if you have any experience with the Oracle deck, please share. I know many of you have it, and I've got one here, and we're making a new one right now of the Maya day signs. But it's really fun, and it's coming back. That's why we're going to be calling on them for a beautiful New Year's ceremony on the 29th, and it'll be recorded if you can't come live, but All right, good. We are back. If you find that you get hot when you do spiritual work, it's normal. All right, good. We got some copal now. Thank you for entering the sacred space in the Infinity Healing Chamber with us. And today is a very beautiful day, very sacred day, because we are in the dawn. We are in that world between worlds. So we were blessed in the class, in the ancestor alchemy class, going through each day with that day to realize how much power and is there for us. And then there's another layer to the calendar. It's extremely amazing. That's called 13-day periods, okay, trecenas. And whichever day starts number one, okay, there's 13 numbers, 20 days, takes 260 days for them to go through. And that's just the beginning of that amazing math. So 1320 is divine sacred time, and it's a rhythm you want in your body. So what happens is that on day one, when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, then you start on one, whatever day sign that is like the guide for the whole 13 days with each day sign. So Akbal, today's sign, the dawn, beautiful sign, really supportive and loving, and the perspectives are amazing. And we got to draw that energy in for 13 days. It's becoming friends with somebody, you know. So today is also 8, which, as you all know, is a fabulous number. It's basically infinity. It's balance. It's above and below. And so I'm going to share just something with you from about this day specifically with those two energies. The numbers are feminine and the day signs are masculine. Everything to the Maya had to be balanced in duality, polarity, and even down to having a man and a woman call each direction in ceremony. And so walk the path of your ancestors. So this is dawn, but it's also very connected to ancestor energy today. And you may be feeling that. Guided by the profound silent energy of Akbal, connect to the mysteries that have led your soul along a timeless journey in your present lifetime and pull your future through the light of the coming dawn. Okay, now think about that. That is so profound. That's where we're standing right now. And how perfect your oracle cards in this gratitude energy while we're standing here. And like you say, you're standing between the two worlds. And let's see what, pull your future through the light of the coming dawn. This is brilliant. This is an app called MCP Mayan Calendar on Apple, and I'm not sure if you can get it where you are. Quiet the mind as you meditate. So that stillness of the dawn is here. You can access it very easily. And that's like the spiritual weather, like, oh, it's a full moon or something. But this is deeper, like every day holds these energies. They carry these energies. They want to be with you and they want to support you. It's like the visiting expert shows up for 24 hours and says, what would you like? Now there's two sides to everything, right? So if it brings a lot of abundance, it could bring a lot of addictions. You know, there's all of that. But the whole point is that you do your shadow work. You accept all of you. And then you're a whole being and you're walking in the shadow and you're walking in the light and you're doing the 8 infinity. Okay. So I want you to tune into all the energies today, because these are the energies that are going to bring us our divination messages. Now we're going to use the card deck, of course. However, these energies are what we're sitting inside of. It's like we've gone to visit the house or the palace or the country of Akbal, 8 Akbal. And so, quiet the mind as you meditate. Seek out the space-time of your being that contains the seeds of all your possibilities, your dreams, thoughts, and intentions, and bring them forth to your conscious experience so that you may clarify and guide your life's purpose once again. Now, how awesome was that? So I'm just going to show you this to give them credit. I told my whole class to buy it, but for some reason, a lot of people couldn't. MCP Mayan Solkin Calendar. It's an app that tells me the day signs and so on. It was about $350, but you can see how beautiful that is. Now, what that did was combine 8 with Akbal, 8 with the dawn. In 20 days, it'll be a different number with Akbal. And that'll be a different flavor. But Akbal is the same, but it's like a snow cone, different flavor or something like that. All right, good. So thank you. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to all of these. Like, I'm getting ready to go 2 days of ceremony, fire ceremony for myself, to do some really deep work here at the end of the year that grandmother Ishmukhane has called me to do, because I've worked so much this year on shedding that the other day they literally showed me, oh, here's what's in the foundation of your path. And it was like, whoa, okay, what do we do? Let's burn it away. So 2 to 6 a.m. I'm going to be out in the sacred areas, burning all of my stuff away, and chanting and singing and calling in the medicine of the ancestors and the ancients. So that's the next 2 days for me. Whatever you're doing over the next 2 days or next week, this weekend, remember the gratitude energy, but also remember that you are able to draw from that future you and help it get you to say thank you. It is done. Oh, look what it's like to be done. Oh, that's what it feels like to not worry about money, to be done with this, to still have stuff to do, but be able to relax anyway. Whatever, small wishes, big wishes, whatever they are. So, all right. Thank you. So I never know how these are going to come out, as most of you know. And so I want to move my one beautiful deck I came home with. And it may just, I don't know how it'll come out. So Spirit's going to guide it. I could just go into a reverie and channel things for different people. But what I want to do is, if you have a specific question, please put it in there. Otherwise, that you've just said yes or you showed up, I will channel something. But there'll be things for our group, and the blue beings are here. I've been seeing a lot of Mayan blue light beings, and it's a whole thing. Mayan blue is a very special sacred color and holds a vibration, and no one else in the world ever achieved being able to have that color blue. So when the Europeans came, they all were like, what is that? How did you do that? And you can go on the internet and you can see websites and documentaries and blogs and articles about Mayan blue, and history things all about, how they tried to recreate it, and then how to make it right now. So that vibration, interesting. I didn't expect it to come through right now, but I've already packed my rattle, and we're going to do this then. There's a different rattle. So this is a shell here. All right, it's a beautiful maiden here. And the rabbit is in the moon. And the rabbit is that loving abundance and fertility, because she is the goddess of healing. And the serpent represents the priestesses of the green serpent. That meant earth healers. So one of her priestesses were called the priestesses of the earth, green serpent. And you always see her with the serpent on her head, and many other masters, because it represented both the awakened eye, the halo, the connection to source, but also the full embodiment into the body and the awakened kundalini. So this pure, flowing, balanced energy, fully realized in the body, not just aware in an outside, but body and spirit merged together. And then it represented healers who worked with earth energies, herbs, crystals, so on. Okay. She's always got the lotus, which is, just like the Egyptians, there's so much cross, right? Which is your awakening third eye. And she is always holding, she got the rabbit. Yeah. And then the ears always represent clairaudience, their connection, their ability to hear. Okay, this is a fully awakened, clairaudient individual, and you'll see other things that represent awakened chakras and so on. So Ishel is an earth mother, and we're going to just ask her now. To cleanse and clear the space. We open our crown, our eye. We ask and call on that divine serpent energy, the snake, in this year of the snake, in this last part of the year of the snake. We call on the priestesses of the green serpent. We call on Michelle, Earth Mother. We call on the crystals. We call on the herbs. We call on all of the animals that live in the flesh, in the dirt, in the soil, in the caves, in the waters. I am one, I am one, I am one with all life. I am one, I am one, I am one with each shell. My body is made from the divine. My body is made from crystals, from dragonflies, from gold, from magnesium. Thank you, Mother. Thank you for my body. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for awakening and opening my divine powers of divination, helping me remember my priestess training, helping me remember that now is the time to remember the sacred wisdom, that it's here, it's available, it's standing here on a platter. It is inside of my heart. The windows have opened. Now I know they're here. I wish to see them. I wish to receive them. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Now, as we enter the sacred space, you are being asked by the 33 oracles of the Prosperity Magic deck to lay down your luggage. You're in a sacred circle. It's a circular room made of clear quartz. And it has a bench like a banco all around the edge. Now everything that needed to be cleansed through the sacred serpent, to allow your crown to open, to connect to new pathways of intuition, communication, and all levels. I am ready to remember I am an oracle. I'm ready to become an oracle. I'm ready to be a seer. I'm ready to be an intuitive. I'm ready to be a healer. I'm ready to be a sensitive. I'm ready to be an empath. I'm ready to be a visionary. I'm ready to be whatever it is that is optimal for me at this moment, to receive directly the divine communication from the earth, from the sky, from the moon, from anything. And through Ishel and through my body, I'm connected from everything in form, past, present, and future. There is nothing that I cannot connect to. Thank you. Wow, give thanks. I live such an abundant life. I live on such an abundant planet. Thank you for everything. In every moment, there is so much beauty and joy. Now they ask you, will you put down anything you are carrying that says it's not beautiful, it's not abundant? Anything you want to carry that says a story you don't want. If you don't want it, let it go. If you don't want it, put it down. If you don't want it, don't talk about it. Talking about it doesn't solve it. Talking about it doesn't attract solutions. Talking about it does not give you the divine answers and guidance, because you're asking about something you don't want. Learn to understand what you receive, but before that, what you are asking. Because how do you know what the answer means if the question makes no sense to who you're talking to? If you're confused between your mind, your heart, your body, and your words, how do you expect clarity in your divination? Your job is to become clear every day, to remember many times a day, to breathe, to align, to receive, to walk with your guides, to recognize beauty, to radiate love, to activate a violet cleanse, whatever it is you need, because abundance is here and you are here. So right now, take a moment with all of the beautiful oracles, all of the sacred feminine mysteries. Grandmother Ishmukane, the heart of the earth, who wants to take all your stuff and transmute it for you and compost it. The heart of the sun, the beautiful Itsamna, Kukulkan, Ra, and allow all of these beings and Isis, the priestesses of Isis, the priestesses of Athena, the priestesses of Ishel, Ishmukane, the fire, the green serpent, the priestesses throughout time, holding the sacred feminine wisdom of speaking to elements, to time, to all forms of life. There is no communication barrier, and they have come to raise our frequency, to dance among us, to weave our hearts into a beautiful golden tapestry that we can now receive beautiful answers for the highest good of us and everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go, excuse me, pick a card for our group. Let me now see. I'm forcing the cards to do some dancing for me. I said I want it to be obvious. I want it to jump out. There we go. All right. I want a little chaos, and then I want a rebirth. Okay. So we're all in this together. Oh, how wonderful. Okay, let me find her here. There you go. All right, so this is a card, the deck, and gorgeous energy. So just immediately, what I love for you to do with these is to just stop and look, okay? Just receive all that movement, all that energy, all the colors, the luminescence, the sparkling, the light, everything. Maybe you can hear it. Maybe there's just so much rhythm and movement happening in the air. Now, this is for all of us and everyone in the world, but for our circle today. So take a moment to tune into her, because it's not just that it's for everyone else. It's for you too. And it's the container. She wants to hold the container for us to receive, be clear and open channels for our divination. So it says vibrational healing. Well, to me, that is healing. There isn't really anything else. If you don't heal the frequency causing it, then of course it will happen again. But because this is drumming, right? This is rhythm. This is heartbeat, right? So music, listen to some music, really inspires you. Get dancing. I've been doing that more lately. I like to play chants that are really, really powerful to chant because of all the sacredness. And then they make how they're being played make me want to dance. And I get like both of those at the same time, really spiritual spa or something, a workout. So remember, this is a medicine woman of rhythm and earth's heartbeat. That means that the earth medicine today is very powerful for us. And we have that connection, the calling of the heartbeat, the calling of grandmother Ishmukane, who is a jaguar grandmother. She sits down there. She's got all these jaguars around her, and she's taking all of your ego and all your pain and stuff as you give it to her, and happily transmuting it into wisdom pearls and anything else you need. And what we discovered during the class was that she kept showing up, I think at least 3 times, saying, now here. And she handed us a big bowl of like overflowing silver coins or crystals or something. And she said, this is just some of your wisdom that I have managed to, like, panning for gold and all the dirt goes away, that kind of idea, right? you let go of all the pain and the fear and the story and blah 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 and the trauma, and then what do you find in the middle? Well, wisdom, strength, resilience. There's always gifts, right? So pearls of wisdom, different ways she showed up saying, I have so much of this for you, but you have not been asking for it. You have not been allowing me to give it to you. You don't believe that you're good enough yet. You don't believe that you're willing to receive it yet. So these are all ways that you're blocking your divination. So this is raising your frequency. Okay. Just looking at this is raising your frequency. And what's important here is that we're not just talking about money in the gold form, but we are talking about that. We're talking about frequencies raising their vibration, and then what it just falls out of your spiritual realms in your mind into you. And that is what happens. That's how we manifest. We manifest from nothing. We don't manifest. I can't go to this mirror, make another mirror. Why don't you make another mirror? I need another mirror. I have to think, I want a mirror. And then that mirror keeps coming to me. And then I walk by a store and there's a mirror. And then I buy the mirror, right? Or, I'm ready for more inner peace, and then I just start feeling that because I'm focused on it. So raise your frequency and dance to the beat of your own drum. And this is the part of that that's really key. You can dance in your chair if you don't want to dance, and you can just move yourself like that. You don't care what anybody thinks. You're not doing it right. You're not doing it wrong. And but connect to the heartbeat of the earth. Connect to the heartbeat of Ishal or Gaia. Connect to Pachamama. Connect to your body. Connect to the ancestors' energy medicine. Okay. Energy medicine. This transcends anything in the physical, but it is earth energy. So this is what we're talking about that we do, like with Maria, or when we go and we feel the energies in a sacred site and we sit inside of a temple and we do activations, meditations, chanting, we call in the ancestors, I do lead an activation in a sacred place like that. We are connecting to that frequency and we're raising the frequency. And when you're there, one of the things that this instrument Maria has is to expand, to understand how powerful these sites are for expanding our intuition and everything. I think once people see this, she just says it's just mind-blowing, like mind-blowing, when you start to see these results. So this is why the ancients built it, but everybody thought it was frivolous, and then us woo-woos were running over there, and now the scientists are finally catching up, like, oh my gosh. And of course the military knows they're really trying to take the sacred sites from us. So, okay, good. Now, let's see what's coming next here. Beautiful. If you have any comments or anything you want to share as you see these, please, of past, present, or future of what's coming up right now. Okay, good. I'm just checking up on you guys. Okay, good. Boop, boop, boop. A 9 card, a 9 year. Yes. Yeah, that's true. And 9, most people know it's completion, but in the Maya, it's a sacred feminine number and it's pregnant. It's pure potential. It is that pregnancy, that state of being full of potential that is ready to be born. It's kind of cool. Bolon is happening too. So, all right, now I need a pen and I need okay. It's so funny. I've had to move rooms. So give me a minute. I need to be able to write because I'm not all in my head, and then something comes through sometimes, the pen, and I want to be able to look at it for you. So, un momento. Bueno. I'm going to show you guys something. So, feet vibrations, gotta dance. Yeah, it's been coming up for me lately. And I'm moving back into more activity after my fractured foot. So I love it. I love it. I love it so much. So I want to show you guys something. I have some jewelry that got tangled. Wow, it just came apart. Oh my gosh. So it's one of my amber necklaces, which is very, very important to me. I always wear it to sacred sites, and it got tangled up with this incredible bracelet that Miss Grace gave me that I always wear when I go to town. I don't wear it at the beach. And then this necklace, this goddess necklace, which I gave everyone at the Queen's Retreat, and we all had a goddess necklace and wore them. And I wore it every day, and I was going to continue to wear them through the Stonehenge retreat. And then it did this. And I found it this morning and I said, okay, now it's time to come untangled. And it did. So we're going to put some amber on. Highly recommend amber. All right, fantastic. Feet vibrations, yeah. So there's some really amazing energies coming up in December. And I've got a show for you with Donna Stellhorn coming. And we pre-recorded it. So I know what's in it. And it kind of takes you step by step through December. And it's really going to be an amazing, of course, opportunity for us, which is then after that is when I got inspired to do the live solstice event. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I used to do these online with my friend Christian. He would come do a whole dance with feathers and everything. And it just really depends on, that costs money and who's available and everything else. But I know something wonderful is going to come through. Okay. All right, Grace is just popping up in my head. So my logical brain was trying to go, well, let me go back to the beginning. And they're going, Grace, Gracie. Oh, good. Marnie, go for it. If you're drawn to do something, don't wait a long time. Do any form of it. Just do it around your own living room. Do it for 3 minutes, do it in the bathroom in the morning. Get something moving. The idea is that right now we're coming to the end of the year. You have to finish shedding. You have to realize what's shed. You have to strip some of it off. Sometimes the scab, right, stays stuck a little bit or whatever. And then movement. It's so vibration, Deva Pramal and Miten are doing a 20-day kirtan, tantric chanting thing you do right now. And I think it's day 5, but you can watch the first 7 days for free. And so you can just go find Deva Pramal somewhere to see how. And those kinds of chants, I listen to a lot of her as well. All right, give me a sec. All right, Miss Grace. So under our beautiful, isn't it divine? Just divine. I had him on my podcast once during COVID, and I got to meet her on video. She was there like, hi, yeah. And I saw them in concert once. It was really amazing. Okay, frequency, yeah. All right, Miss Grace, I want to begin to tell you that you're being surrounded in some kind of white silver light. It's coming up from the center of you. Reminds me of like a dandelion of light, the white aspect, but it's not so perfect like a sphere. It's more like, it's just each piece reaching out a little different, and they're not connected in a sphere. And it's growing, and there's a lot of light coming up from within you, up this way, like from the center of you. Just it's like something that's been under the ground and grew some roots, broke the shell, started to sprout, and now the life force is building. And there's something building in your life right now that's the core, but just the lower part of you coming from the earth. That center is very solid, right? It's a lot of light. It's a lot of silver, and it's there in the center. And as it comes up, it fades, a little bit, but it's growing. It's like all the movement is coming up. So wherever you are right now, It's feeding your body. It is feeding your light body. It's you're rooting into something that is going to give you some, I would say, nourishment, nurturing, but they're really focusing on the dirt, like the land has minerals and elements, okay, that you don't have to eat, but would be in the water or something, right? But I'm talking about bigger than that, like the frequency, the essence of Mother Earth or of a crystal or of that land and the ancestry. So you are there for ancestral reasons, and it's profound, and being De Akbal Dan, very ancestor connected. You are coming to plant a new light. So you're growing a new inner light stalk. Okay, I'm starting to see some of who is here to guide you. This is on the top of the deck, the moons. Let me find them if I can see. Yeah, and there's another one hanging around, but you know these cards very, very well. And so okay. So what they're saying for you, sweetie, is like, it's beautiful, you know, and any challenge that you're having, you know, moving to a new country and getting used to being somewhere else and traditions and how different everything is and whatever, you know, it's like, I love it. And yet it is one of those things that, you know, and sometimes it can feel exhausting. So they are here to tell you about cycles and time. They want you to remember to just be in it and give it a cycle of time that might be between the new moon and the full moon. It might be between the new moon and, you know, the waxing moon or whatever, right? So there's these different phases, these different cycles, and the moon is your reflection. So this silver light that's coming up within you is very powerful. You are channeling an enormous amount of sacred feminine silver ray, goddess ray number 10 energy. And that is, now I'm seeing silver fairies kind of with big wings that are going like that, but they just look like an outline of silver light, like detailed. And they're sitting like this on the rocks, and they have those big butterfly wings behind them, and they're facing each other. There's two of them. And everything in the earth, they're looking into the earth. Where you are right now is massive. I mean, I didn't, you know, always love what you're doing, but this is, wow, I'm really seeing some profound shifts. So they're watching the dirt, they're watching the frequency and the energy of the earth, because what you are doing is not just healing yourself, or not just rebirthing yourself, or not just completing patterns. And those are all happening right now very, very powerfully. So between now and the solstice, the end of the year, all these different things, it's very important for you to care for yourself, to be soothing with yourself. Don't push ideas and projects forward. Be where you are. The medicine for what you're doing is where you are. Okay, be aware of where you are. Speak to the land, sit with the trees, walk down the street, talk to the olive groves, you know, like, be in the pace of life there. It is a frequency, it's a rhythm that is going to realign you with an inner rhythm of your ancestors. And that doesn't just mean like people outside of you. That means the flow of ancestral wisdom that is in your body, because right now it is very much about your personal physical lineage, body, ancestrals. At the same time, you're somewhere where lots of sacred, you know, the Italians, the Romans had copied everything the Greeks did. They had all the gods and goddesses. In fact, their names are more popular and well known than the Greek names. And so all of that is here for you. And it's in the land, the sacred wisdom keepers, the, you know, the, even like the, you know, St. Francis, you know, these energies of alchemists, Renaissance. Leonardo da Vinci is kind of over there in the background. The energies of creativity. And what you are doing is bringing the silver goddess ray. So it looks like you're planting And planting in certain moon cycles is actually really important. So you might want to look at that as a way of divination, of saying like, oh, okay, well, I'm here. What's the moon today? What would be optimal to plant today? And then you take a moment or a meditation to think about that particular thing. And I would definitely give permission to, of course, inside of your infinity healing chamber, inside of your activated light body, with all of your beautiful trust and belief that everything is for your highest good, then you, and that, by the way, is your best protection, everybody. Just believe in it, develop your belief, and then you don't need to worry about anything. But that connection that you're here, and you're here. You only have to be here. You just knew you had to be there, and you listened, and now you're there. So they're saying, don't get caught up in doing a lot of stuff, achieving a lot of stuff, reading a lot of books, doing a lot of classes right now. And it may only be till, well, the full moon is in about a week. Yeah, I think it is in a week. And it feels like solstice, maybe more, but it's not going to be a long cycle. And then you're going to have, this is going to grow this nourishment inside of you. So the moon maidens say, illuminate your emotions while you follow cycles to plant, and don't forget to harvest. Okay. And meditate and reflect on your heart's desires. So that is, there's more, and they might have other things to say to you, because you know this deck very well. However, it is really important to do those exact things. They're saying, be in tune with the cycles. In fact, look at the maidens. They're all dancing inside of the flowers and really connected to the earth. Everything you eat there comes from the earth, and the earth there has the ancient wisdom, right? And you're being nourished by different minerals physically, but also different energies mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Let me see. No, that seems good. That seems very good, because that's very good. Now, come back and check with them for sure. Next week, full moon, okay? Then as you move, remember everybody, as you move towards the solstice, we're going deeper, okay, into our shadow world, right? Into the longer nights, into the darkness. It's not bad darkness. It's just a friggin' epic opportunity to go down into our deepest fears, right? So, okay, beautiful. And please let me know about feedback on and anything that comes through for you. Tiffany said the flowers in that card for Grace looks like a dandelion. Yeah, I know, it was like the whole thing, but it was like, this is coming up this way, and being less, rather than being this perfect sphere, it's a perfect Akashic ascension sphere is what a dandelion looks like when it has the white. But it was more like they were different, more like expressive and breaking out of the box and becoming light and fully embodying. There's a lot of grandmother, a lot of feminine energy, and the idea of that whole country being so loving of the mother in a way is very profound, and it's for you. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Okay, Tiffany. Yep, that's the right one. Okay, let me get this. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. I'm so happy that Akabal is here again, the dawn. The Maya tradition is to honor the day of the day sign the night before, as dusk is happening, and to thank the one that's leaving. And I do that every day, every night. And I do a lot of burning ceremonies, a lot of gratitude ceremonies. And that's basically what they are, Maya fire ceremonies. Say thank you a lot and burn away stuff. And so in any form that you can do that, even a tiny little candle is very, very powerful. So, okay. All right, Tiffany, relax, receive. Tiffany, give me permission. Give us permission, please. There's some protection shields you have up right now, and energetically, um, it's like a response. Like you touch a hot stove and you pull your hand back and you do that. So you're in a little bit of that, and just breathe in and relax down this way. Like you don't have to go out, you just come back into yourself. Just take a few breaths, come back into yourself. You have something buttoned up in front of you, but it looks like something, like if you're in the tundra and someone's put around them and they button it up like that, and you can't even see inside the little hole for the face because you're buried inside this big thing. And it's beautiful. There's a cocoon aspect to it, a healing aspect to it. So what we're doing now is to let go of the extreme energy. It doesn't need to affect you anymore. And any reactions you had, they don't mean anything. So you can start to let them go and just feel step by step that the buttons, the hooks on this front of this big muffling layer coat energy thing are just slowly being unbuttoned, and you're not seen. You don't need to be seen at all. And there's it's like a part of you has crawled way down, back a little bit into hiding, being afraid of. It's not really hardcore criticism or other things, but there's a lot of self-judgment right here. Look at sort of like and there's a part of you that says, I'm not ready, and then another part of you who says, yeah, you are, and this part of you is sort of between the two, going like this, like I don't know what to do. All right, so Tiffany, I ask to connect heart to heart, higher self to higher self, I am presence to I am presence, and ask for the divine guides of this day. We ask the Balam, we ask Ishmukane, we ask for all of the elementals to come, especially the fire, to warm. Do not burn, just warm. Tiffany, softly, becoming relaxed, almost like when you're cold and you're clenching. And you start softening. That's better. Relaxing. Keep taking slow breaths in. And there's a jaguar looking at you. One green eye, one blue eye. And someone like sitting in front of you looking at you. And in you go, and it sends something in with your breath. So there's some jaguar medicine coming. It's going around your throat. So it's asking you to release this stranglehold you have on your throat right now. May not feel it, but something again reacted, and it can relax like that. No big deal. So the jaguar is speaking some kind of like spiral wisdom is coming. The words are coming out in a spiral. And it looks like a spiral, looks like little symbols. It comes from almost very far away, and it's being spoken over you. But this is, you have to give permission to receive it. So ask that you hear, and ask for the clairaudience of the Maya masters, and ask for the clarity and willingness and surrender. I'm no longer afraid to hear. I'm no longer afraid of any perceived criticism, weakness, not fitting in something. And there's a sense of, again, like at a playground, there's isolating yourself or feeling separate from because you're different or you can't do something. And it's just, you're standing in the middle of the playground. So this is softly, just let these words soften, going into your blood, going in, unraveling your DNA. That's it right there. There's a lot of sacred wisdom inside of you. It's safe for you to release it. It will come and speak with you every day, every moment, with anything that's happening. And it is time now for you to accept that. You don't have to seek or struggle for the answers. You don't have to be worthy of the love. You don't have to chase down anyone or anything. It's already here. Breathe in, relax deeper into your body. All right, so your card is the Kundalini Dragon Empress. So you can have your eyes open or closed, whatever you prefer. I'm just bringing through whatever they want to show me for you. And of course, everyone will be receiving this. So there might be something here for you, of course. So here she is. Here she is. So we have our fire, we have our sacred fire, we have our fire. We're going to be starting our school at the end of the year, and it's going to be fire priestess training, and it's going to be working the whole year with the priestess energy, meaning sacred, learning sacred wisdom and putting it into practice and embodying that wisdom and reawakening. And we'll work with all the elements, of course, but we will also work with specifically the fire for a lot of different reasons. And it's already time because the serpent year is really has fire in it, even though it's earth. And last year we had dragon year, and these 2 years went together as a pair. So as we leave these 2 years, we also have the snake and the serpent, which is just the masculine and feminine of the same thing. But the dragon is very specific. And what the dragon is saying to you, Tiffany, is that you're a master, and that you're a master when you're a dragon, because you have mastered the fire, the water, the earth, and the air, and you've embodied them within you into your own unique reality of what you came to embody, your potential. So in order to stand in your tree of life, in your center, be the trunk to the branches, to the sky, and the infinite receiving, and to the roots in the earth receiving, and being all that, you have to return to your original soul blueprint. So we're all doing that. We're all doing that by finding fears and changing them and stepping outside our comfort zone and learning meditation and opening to wisdom and having more stillness, more listening, more time to ourselves. Everything is already here. We don't have to chase. We don't have to seek. We don't have to listen to 15 podcasts. We don't have to do any of that. Do what you enjoy. Do what compliments you, but don't do it like a duty, and don't chase it. And when you go within, honor the going within, but call on the energies that can go within with you. Otherwise, you get stuck in making agreements that delay what you are ready for. And there isn't any time for you to wait for exterior things. I'll do this when I see that, right? I don't want to do this again without that. Those are fine as preferences, but don't use them as blocks. Ask for it, see it, embody it, saying it's going to be wonderful. And in the meantime, let the doors open and say, the pathway is open for me to rise in my personal power. And what does that mean? Many, many things. What it means is that you are safe inside your body. You know that in every moment the answer is there, and you look for the solution to go to what you want, not the barriers to go what you want. And this is going to be in every area of your life. Okay. Body, relationships, mind, finances, and so on and so on. Okay. Now look really well at the serenity of this beautiful divine feminine mystery. There's this dragon on fire behind her and all around her that is representing her kundalini, and this is her original blueprint, and it's waking up. And the violet flame, we used a lot of violet flame, and you know why, is cleansing and transmuting and reconnecting and cleansing and empowering and shedding, and it's doing all that. So this is showing you that with inner peace and stillness, with inner awareness, with relaxing into the moment, your own divine life force, the wisdom in your soul blueprint. See the flower of life? That's your soul blueprint. And the wisdom in it is awakening. It's like this. It's around you. And you've been doing this incredible transformational work and seeing amazing results. And then you have a big, boost, and then you rest. And that's fine. That's what you do, right? So one thing that she wants you to do is to be like her, is to awaken the fire and then stand in the center of it, serene. To activate your personal power and stand in the center of it, calm. Not from yes, pumping yourself up, and not from, this or that, but from, yes, it is time. I am here. I welcome. And now what will come will be the optimal aspects. So this is 11, and we all love 11. 11 is a beautiful number. And of course, it's a gateway, it's pillars, it's all the wonderful things that we all know about. And it's you and you. It's the perfect mirror reflection. Me and me and my higher self, me and the reality that's reflecting who I think I am, right? Me and this Kundalini goddess, me and my next step. It's that aspect. And then if you want to do numerology and add them and turn a 2, of course, we know all the aspects of a 2. And I really want you to understand that in the Maya world, 11 is one of the most mystical and sacred numbers. Excuse me. And it's my Mayan birth number, so I know. And it is, let me see here if I can, excuse me, Washak. Oh, 7. No, that's 8. Yeah, that's not it. Balon, Lahun. Here we go. So Buluk. And it's tremendous strength, force, and power, which should be used with great care. Here's why. Because it's completely neutral. So you might not think that that's dangerous, but if you pick up something and this is going to be positive for me, and I'm going to buy a big case of it and take it home and drink it, or if you pick up something and say, this is bad for me, I'm going to take it home and drink it, right? But you know what you're dealing with. But neutral energies is not something we're very schooled in on the planet, and they hold pure potential the way your Kundalini does. And 11 represents that. And what you want to do is say, like, you're embracing this message from the sacred 11, this divine sacred feminine, and you're saying, I appreciate the neutrality, the power of what you're giving me, and you're going to be respectful and serene and present to take it in and put it within you, because your original soul blueprint is awakening. So take the power of 11, this neutral power, very, very high power, put it down into your Kundalini. Feel like you're putting it into your sacral. And then give it permission to, in perfect balance, do whatever is optimal at this time, right? To release, to shed, to transform, to transmute, to blend, to dissolve, to alchemize, to reawaken. And the end result is they figure out how to do it within you. You say, I'm ready to receive the rising of my personal power. And like we saw with Grace, again, they're showing this coming from that very central channel, all right? And of course, Kundalini, and Koyopa, lightning in the blood, is our divine blueprint, and it's very powerful, and it's a little bit like this idea of neutrality. You have to be respectful, but it's time. We can't wait any longer. We can't wait any longer. Wow. All of what you said resonates so much. Oh, good. This card is number 11, and I see so many synchronicities. Oh, good. Akashic messages. Skin of blue scales with dragons. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, my gosh. I feel so much lighter and softer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been seeing 2 everywhere. Excellent. Lisa. Etsnab. You're 11 Etsnab. I'm 11-ish. Good. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's do, these are wonderful. Thank you for letting me be the channel for this. This is a great honor to me to gift this to you. And tomorrow I don't remember if I said or not, but tomorrow I'm going for 2 days of fire ceremony, my own private, and I'm leaving Chris here with the kitties, and I'll be 2 to 6 a.m. And so everything will be different, very, very different. And the profound leaps that have happened doing this work this year, of course, everything accumulates throughout your life, but this is one of those years of incredible leaps. So Lisa Cat. I just love your name so much because I love cats. Um, all right, let's see. She says to remember that there's many secrets hidden in your personal life force, your kundalini, and that you don't know. And so even when you start to be a more clear channel for it, you're going to discover secrets. She's sort of smiling and saying, you never expected to find me here. And I remember that she actually was one of the first ones that we made out of many things, and we were making dragons, I think, and then I started to call in the sacred feminine mystery that went with the dragons, and there's different ways that she came in, but she's been with us now for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Wow. Okay, Lisa Cat is the queen of this incredible cosmic kingdom, and there's like energies behind you that are colors that look like Hindu paintings of that luminous blue, and these big sort of clouds that look like temples, drops, and they go layer by layer behind you, and there seems to be some temples, and you're this incredible being right here, and you're standing, and you're sort of in this pose of like holding your arms out like this, and you almost look like one of these goddesses who has many arms, but you are looking straight forward, and you have intensity in your eyes, and you are radiating light and energy and holding that regalness, that essence of your real true power. Beautiful. My goodness. I saw you earlier, but I didn't have time to look longer of what was going on. So let me see what the cards say. You look like such a galactic queen. Is that real? Okay, there we go. Now we know who we're talking about. Let me go find her. Boom, 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 boom. So if you didn't take the class where we dove into this deck in the most unbelievable ways, these are all worlds. They came to embody a world. And when you get this card, it's not just the words, or it's not just her, it's not just the snake or the symbols or the gold. It is an entire reality that you can enter. And that's kind of the way it happens. So, and this is going to be our priestess of the mystic arts, to one of our guides and our council leading us through this next year of our priestess training. So I hope you're going to join me. I'm going to share more about that soon, but keep that in mind. And the retreats we're doing, wow, we're going to amplify this. And we are going to go to Egypt in a year or two, year and a half, or I don't know. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you have this incredible galactic look to you. You look like you're standing almost like, in some kind of gorgeous artwork where everything is sort of fluid and blue. You're not blue, but everything you've got on is blue, and it feels very Syrian. A lot of Syrian energy here. Syrian, for a couple of reasons. That's the sacred feminine. That's Isis. That's the connection to Egypt. In the Queen's Chamber, the shaft goes to Sirius, and it is the star of Isis, but it is also connected to all of the ancient traditions, all of the ancient sites. A very important star. Many people go here to learn. So you were standing here almost like posed, like a squirt. There's these things dripping off of your arms, like you would think they were fabric, like long, fabric, but they look more like molded, like molded plastic or something, just molded, and very slightly luminescent, a little bit shimmery, and there's a glow coming out from all around you. But you have this big, tall kind of hair with a spiky sort of, I don't know what in your hair going like this, and it's very Thai Buddha, that have the pineal, that have the head dress that goes like this, the hair. This represents the awakened pineal gland. That's your connection to source, the same thing as the serpent on the head or something. And but you're super strong, super regal, and you're just embodying something. You're holding this space, you're holding this place. And this is a part of you that you've been completely denying. It says that you've been living like a pauper. You've been disrespecting your power, your position, your heritage. Woo! There's like a little, like, you forgot who you were. You need to remember who you are. You need to stop acting like this. Stop putting yourself last. Stop accepting whatever isn't enough, or any aspect of anything. Get out of that sheet. They're showing it like a sheet over your head, and you're like, I can't move. Get out from under that sheet that has been obscuring your powers, because you're powerful and you are ready to be powerful, and that wisdom is ready to pour right out of you. That you have to get out from under that and stand up and radiate your light, and stand here like this until everything bends to you. Reality bends to you when you maintain who you are and what you feel over and over. Okay? For some reason, I'm like digging my fingers into this side of my head, which is what? Left side, up the back here. It's very interesting. It seems to be ebb. It's like it's opening a path or a road up from under your ear on your left side, up towards the top. You might be feeling it. So there's a day sign in the Maya calendar called ebb, and it's the road, and it's symbolized by this thing coming up here to the pineal with little steps. It's like, follow the path. The road of your life is here. The path is already here. And the path has to start with you going back up to your crown, going back up to your pineal, going back up to your inner eye, going back up to your awareness. And you hold many powers. You're very mystical. You're very, there's no need for you to become a student again. However, you need to go back and be around those that are living, breathing, talking, speaking these ancient wisdoms that you embody, whether it's called priestess or anything else. These are important because you have many, and they're also under this sheet, even individually and energetically inside of your cells. I'm seeing these like DNA, just not, like what. So luminous. It's white and then rainbow, and then white and then rainbow. And the rainbow, here's the symbol I'm seeing. So this is important for you. This is funny. It's the Vesica Pisces. So you were just in the ancestor class. So circle and circle, and that eye in the middle where the two circles cross is let there be light. That's the eye. That's the all-seeing eye. And that symbol of the two circles, that above, below, masculine, feminine, whatever, coming together to create form, is the symbol of the chalice well. So you understand that. That's why it's cracking me up. But that, I'm seeing that they're going like, it looks almost like a pearl, white pearl background, and then the symbol is in this rainbow kind of drawn on it, and then it just goes out like that, and then out like that, and then clearing. So the white light, this is the shell. The white light is clear. Okay, shell means clear, it's white. But what is white light? It's every color. And when you run it through a crystal, run it through a pyramid, you run it through a whatever prism, it opens the secret right? It decodes the message and all the rainbow colors come out. But you could just look at white or black, and they both have all the colors inside of them. So you are that. That is part of who you are. Now, there's something about the galactic. This is important because one of the things you're here to do is to embody galactic consciousness, become a galactic communique, conduit, challenge. They don't agree with the word healer. It's too limited. Too many people don't understand it. But you have the ability, once you start to re-embody this and you shed playing all these other roles, and you have to stand up inside of yourself, and you have to stand up like a queen. You have to stand up and know that the entire universe, the entire cosmos is inside of you, that you have it available just like she does. And you can tap into that. And that is infinite power, whether it's through Sirius, whether it's through Isis, whether it's through your cosmic schools, other sacred places, going to sacred places. They are all stargates. And that's part of you. You have to be connected to that aspect of it. It isn't like aliens in the way that the government and all that stuff. This is a connection to your lineage. Again, there's the ancestors on the day today of Akbal, of the dawn. So remember what it said, like, reach into that future, pull the light forward, reach into the stars, reach into the cosmos in your head, reach into that. Look at that crown chakra. Look at that crown chakra. Okay. If that's not you, then it's on offer to you. Infinite worlds. All right. You are a part of star nations. You look like you're the queen of a star nation. Galactic origins, cosmic mission, and highly evolved spiritual guides. So they say that you're hiding under a sheet and you need to pull it off now. Okay. Isn't she beautiful? I just love her. Thank you. Gosh, she's so cute. Oh, that was interesting. You guys are so powerful. I mean, it's just crazy. Just crazy. All right, Marnie. Hi. Hi, Marnie. Hi, Marnie. Hi, Marnie. Hi, Marnie. Marnie, 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 Marnie. Marnie, 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 Marnie. Oh, you've been moving the books around on the shelf. That's good. Marnie might got a little bit more space some places. That's good. No light in those spaces. It's just... Oh. You're not carrying quite as much as you have. That's very good. Now bring some lightness to, like, a clearing out a shelf, and then you wipe off the shelf and then it's just kind of in the dark, and bring some light into the spaces that you're clearing for yourself right now, because there is this space. These spaces are available for you right now in a way you've never had. It gives you some breathing room, gives you some space, gives you some place to contemplate something new or nothing. It's a place to go for stillness and just say, oh, I don't need any more stuff. There's been too much chasing, seeking, running, find the solution, find the answers, and coming from that state of desperation. So now it's got to start to be in that centered calmness. Okay. I'm starting to feel a guide rise up. The centered calmness, the centered calmness. Well, I know. So is that one it? Oh, okay. She's not ready for that one. She's got to have this one first. So after, get the deck, and then after the full moon in a week, there's another card. There she is. That was popping in my head for you, but they said, no, that's after the full moon. That's after what you do through this. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, well, we went back. So we'll just go back a couple to our guide for the day. So this is also for you. So you got a double dose of this beautiful energy. So here's the answer to anything you're asking at the moment: vibrational healing. Okay. Music, raise your frequency, everything we talked to, that movement, but aligned to the beat of your own drum. And if you don't know what that is, if you feel stuck and you can't hear it, then you just keep imagining it. You keep dancing, you keep inviting it, you keep asking for what's appearing around her, to come. Now sit on the earth if you can, even if it's the floor, with your butt, with your root, and the ancestors, and ask the ancestors to, it doesn't have to be your lineage body ancestors. Okay. There's all different levels of ancestors. So ask them to bring the optimal energy medicine. So something that's coming forward for you right now, sweetheart, is your ancestral medicine. There's something about okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So breathe very softly and just come to this place. What you've been living is a very long, like lifetimes, okay? Like hundreds of years or 100 years or something. And this is within you. There's a battle, there's a conflict, there's this twisted tree, and it's twisting around another one, and they're like, this one goes around that one, and then that one grows out of it and goes around this one, and it frees itself, it goes around that one, and it's going like this. And it's ancestral in terms of like your current ancestors' ancient story, like this big overarching scene, like the story of your people, okay? Not just you yourself, or you your family, or you your family grandmother, and so on. Talking about everyone in this cultural religious cultural crossroads, and the history says it's not as much about the individuals. You're carrying a key center root of the culture's history. So when a culture has a tormented history, when it's in conflict, when it's in war within itself or within its country or with its own values, or the values change in a country from, the old ways, like when the pagans did everything in the temples and then they said, no more, the Christians are coming with the churches, like anything, any aspect of a shift that is trying to hold on to tradition that is too limited, tradition that is causing you to twist and try to access and stay attached to something and not do this. It's like you're trying to stay inside of a sheath, of a mold, and it's been going on, and it's been passed on, and it's been passed on, and you've made vow after vow after vow, and the culture has made vow after vow. Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. Always fear, always don't trust, always remember the bad stuff and the torment of it and the suffering and the guilt. And it's all so deeply embedded in the center of you. But what's powerful is that I've never seen it this clear within you, which means that you've cleared away. Like I said, the shelves look more empty energetically in your light body. You feel like you have shed a lot of stuff, and now you've found this. And this is, it's like finding your core, your central tree of life, your axis, and then finding that it has this. It's not just this big tree that went up on its own, but these other trees came and grew along with it, and wrapped around each other and grew together and are all intertwined like this. So energetically, you need to raise your vibration. You need to constantly raise your vibration, chant, sing, talk, listen to something, listen to positive words, listen to positive, I'll put Stephen Halpern Chakra Suite on, right? And it just goes bing, 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 bing as a beautiful background noise. And it's balancing all my chakras. So vibrational medicine, energy medicine, music as medicine, any aspect of vibration. And right now, that will help you vibrate, like loosen, stuff that's stuck, like, and then it's going to start to fall away. All right. And this is for you to stand in front of your own history, your own inner core, without fear, without complaining, without stories of lack, without why, when, where, who, and be just in like this, like a mirror, like looking at your center, whatever it looks like. Maybe it doesn't look like a tree to you. Maybe it looks like darkness. Maybe it looks like you're looking through a mirror. Maybe you don't see anything, but you must stand with it, and you must look into the mirror. And you must do that at least through the full moon next week. And that will give you, of course, that's the ripe harvest. So that'll give you more and more illumination as we go deeper into the dark. But this is truly, like everyone else, you're Shibalba. You are going into the underworld. You are going down there. And right now, this is not scary. Most of the fear has been shed. You just don't agree with it. You often want to pick it up again and go, the fear. But it's not there. It's like, stop looking at it. Don't look at it anymore. Look over here. Look over here. Look over here. You're going to trip. You're going to walk. You're walking down into the shadow world. You're already there. You've already found the core. You don't need to go where, when, how do I do this? Go to the center. You can stand there. You can be there right now. But you must take care of your vibration. It can't go off here and there. It can't go down there. We all go up and down by the time of the day. And if we're tired or if we're heavy or the energy of the day is accelerating connection with our intuitive self or our mind, whatever. But this is very important for you. And this is your number one thing. Don't go looking for another answer. Don't go looking for another medicine. Do this. Let this work, because raising your vibration is the answer to everything. You transcend and you leave behind all these states, and you don't have to have the answers, and they all fall away, and instant answers, and so on and so on and so on and so on, and it's way more fun. So there isn't any way for that to be not the best thing to do, because it's the answer for everything. Yeah. And then see this like everything around her. It's not just the money, but there's the flower of life, and there's portals, and there's light beings, and there's sparkles, and there's fairies, and there's all these multicolored, beautiful energies to play with. This is a field of abundance. This is like raising your vibration and going, wow, look at everything there is for me to do. And I'm going to start doing it instead of like, oh, look at all this stuff I don't like. I don't want to do it anymore. That's raising your vibration. You're looking up, you're declaring it. Speak it, speak it, speak it. Don't use your words against yourself. And remember and honor yourself for the hard work you've done, the hard work you are doing, and the agreement that you made to go to the core of you, because everything you do for yourself, you will do for the collective, the world, you will do for your lineage, you will do for your culture, you will do for all kinds of things. We'll be freed from this. And this is not fighting the tree or being mad that it's like this or anything else. It's sitting with it and listening until it relaxes and everything falls away that is not truth. And that is transcendence, and that is raising your frequency through vibration. Very beautiful answer. Just absolutely perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, whew, okay. I'm feeling close to doneness. We've been here a while. Thank you for playing. Let me see. I know there's other people who came on early, and I feel like maybe I have one more in here. We got Lisa, we got Marnie, we got Tiffany. Oh, good. And we got, Christy. Okay, let's do Christy. So I got Grace. Good. So we'll do Christy. All right, good. So I hope you're all enjoying this. Please give me the feedback. I know from these that most people get something from every reading, even if I don't get around to doing you. But thank you so much for being here. And remember that in the Black Friday sale, there's the whole course, and you get the deck, so it'll be shipped to you. Plus, you get the Oracle workshop we're going to do at the end of December. Or if you already have it, just come and get the Oracle workshop. It's very affordable in the workshop there. Good for you, Marnie. I can certainly relate. You will do this. Dance. Can you do me? I'm going to do you, Christy. What beautiful evening for you. Yes, it's beautiful. Really, I really enjoyed that answer. Thank you. You're so welcome, Lisa. Thank you, Stephanie. A galactic ambassador. I don't know what Nyx is, but yes. Who's Nyx? I don't know that. Is that a goddess, or is that something from a sci-fi show? I don't know. I don't watch TV really. But yes, you are extremely iconic. And you could be an ambassador. You could be a channel. There's a lot of people I've worked with where we discovered that they were actually like lived in Sirius and were part of the channel. Like maybe there was people who came from another place or time to Sirius, and then they were prepared next to come to Earth or something like that kind of thing too. But you're very, very like certain of yourself and very enormous, like tall, but super elegant. Definitely female. Definitely the feminine power radiating from that. Yeah. So I would love to know who that is. Yeah. So that part of my neck activates, aggravates me. This hugely kinetic and connected to me. I need to remove my veil like crystals hanging down my arms. I'm ready to decode and shine. Ah, yes. Well, you know, one thing that happens is that we was just talking about this on an interview, that we have all these things, and I love my things. You know, I love my crystals, and I love my instruments and my rattle, my drum, which I have packed up already for my fire ceremonies in the next few days, and you know, all my goodies. I love them all, and at the same time, you don't need them. A crystal certainly has certain aspects and can help you, and it will be an ally. But if you don't have this crystal, that symbol, this wand, it doesn't matter. It's okay, right? So it's that inner part of us that activates, that acts like that can connect. And Miguel Angel said to me once, he goes, you know, don't go buy any more things. Just go take them. You know, he was talking about people need to do this. Go take the ones you have off the shelf and take them outside to play. They're bored. They want to do something. Oh, that was adorable. So, yes, remove energetically, etherically, emotionally, mentally. Some of these things look beautiful, but they become um, limits, like collars that hold you back. And one thing from this, Lisa, could be I'm curious to see how this unfolds for you, because I'm feeling nudges like you need to get into movement, like around the world. You know, you need to go to certain places. You need to go, you know, you need to get this plan like this, right? And then there may be some aspects of this part of you that is too rigid or still living under certain container size or something. And then that married with the life you've had, which we're all completing now, all the patterns that we've lived out in our life, right? That is not the exact way for you to show up, but you're seeing your regal self. There's an aspect of that that could be going on right there. Okay. Okay, good. So now let me. Nyx is a goddess of darkness and night, and she used to scare. Oh, Greek goddess. Okay, I think I. Are you talking about Newt? No, 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 no. You're talking Greek. Okay, Zeus. Oh yeah, the daughter. Oh, Eris. Okay, Eris's mom. All right, now I know who you're talking about. Wow. Um. Yes, yes, I love Eris. Actually, she's so beautiful. All right, so yes, I'm gonna go soon. They're saying, please feed your body. So I'm going through a lot of metamorphosis with all my deep, deep spiritual work. And I'm sure most of you are feeling some too. And you've got light body sickness, you know, the idea that I'm having a lot of nausea lately, but I'm I'm like going into my shamanic phase, you know, I'm not eating much and I'm coming into 24-hour flow, and not just for my ceremony, but in a week or so, I'm going to be helping to lead a beautiful Mayan spiritual retreat. So it's very, very important to me, not like to prove, oh, I'm good enough. Look at me. Like in the past, like, oh, I hope people like me. But no, I want to make sure that I'm totally attuned to spirit. So, but then I said, you need something in your tum tum. So, all right, good. Christy. My Christy friend. Wow. Holy moly, that was amazing. Oh, thank you, Marnie. Need to listen again. Feel so blessed. Yes, yes, definitely listen again. Everybody listen again. If you got a reading, listen again. If you didn't get a reading and there was something that resonated with you, and share with people, please. Okay. Well, your lady that usually comes with you is there, but she's sort of she's sitting on the side of you, laying there on a bed of rose petals. Let's see if I can find her. Most people probably don't know who she is, but this is sort of the embodiment of Christy, this beautiful woman here. But she's not your guide for today. She's just always there with you, always there with you, always there with you. Hmm. Hmm. So we're aligning your entire spine, central channel into the gold light that you've opened and downloaded recently, but you haven't fully accepted or integrated. Way all the way up, even past your 13th chakra. I'm going to bring it down and around your entire egg shaped light field and anchor it down through the foot chakra. It's different energies from the deck, different oracles are coming forward. I had this self-realized self. The goddess of abundance and wealth, like the Lakshmi type lady, she came in too. They're just floating in and out for you right now, Christy. So if you want to breathe into your heart and you want to sit down like you're sitting in a sacred temple, and then just sit down like you brought a tray with you of questions or wants or what's been happening recently, even if you're not thinking about it now, it's sort of like a beautiful little golden tray, and put it down and sit down here. You actually look like, a Indian, woman with the beautiful drapey veils and the bindi here, a jeweled bindi on your forehead, and just all that beautiful elegance and reverence to this, putting this tray down. And these are your questions. So they're asking if you can enter sacred space completely, let go of everything else right now, and just be here. Are you willing to be served? Are you willing for it to be much, much easier? Are you willing to allow and accept that we're here to serve you, to help you, to lift you up, to give you anything you want, and we don't require anything in return? You came here today because the real question is, when does the struggle and the wait stop, regardless of what aspect of your life? And we're here to say, we're here, we're serving you. We have every minute watched you. We have every minute been here above you, by your side, within you, around you. And there isn't any reason for you to wait any longer. It's your head. It's your story. It's your wanting to think it through and wanting the feelings in your body to match and to solve them and to go through some kind of a process to resolve and dissolve them. Like I have to take 4 long baths in Epsom salt, and then this thing will dissolve. And there's too much that's ready right now for you to be in this process of slow unfolding. You've been putting your hands out and saying, okay, not too fast, not too much, not ready now, and that's fine. And that's a choice, and you can keep doing it. But right now, your best path is to follow the light, and the light is not going to sit under a big cloud and say, well, I don't know, I have to think about it. It has, oh, here's the light. Let's walk towards the light. Oh, there's the ray in the clouds. Let's move towards that. Let's let the light in through the head, through the mind, through the thoughts, through the clouds. It's got to come in. You have too many clouds, too many thinkings. Some of them are stormy, not too many are black, but there's just too many. They're crowding the mental field. There isn't any way to feel right now the power that you hold, the light that you hold. As much as you feel now, it's nothing. You haven't even scratched the surface of the exceptional being that you are. And we keep telling you to go to your heart, and you do, but you're going to your heart wounded and protecting and thinking that all those things are what is going to free your heart, but they're not. And they're not going to be the things that solve the past or the present or the future issues of the heart. You have to go look at the heart. You have to go speak to the heart. You need to go sit with the heart and see it for what it is, not for what you have made up, not for what you've agreed to, not what you have been trained in, not what you've lived in, not any doubt, no delay, no waiting, no more. It's here. Your eyes are open. Your heart is open. It wants to see. It needs you now to cooperate, to use your body to cooperate with your next spiritual step. There's a disconnect, and there's a very strong call for you right now from your body, from this wisdom that says, we must get you to this place. It's a very important spiritual adjustment, and it's happening, and you must be there. No more, well, I don't know. Yes, you do. Ah, okay. I know. Show me. I know it's within me. I know, let it be revealed. Be the light, be the light. Call the light, call the light. There is nothing but the light. And you are living under a cloud and trying to solve the cloud, talk to the cloud, walk around the cloud, figure out the cloud's problems, wait for the cloud. No more waiting, not for anything, not for feelings, not for lack of time or energy or money, not for any of these external factors. It is your inner light that is so powerful right now. Everything will bend and change and twist and spiral into a new universe the minute that you let it go. The minute that you say, okay, doesn't matter. One little chip away a day, one more thing, doesn't matter. Your intention for the end result has to be to embody your light, enjoy, and no more doubt, no more figuring out, no more waiting, no more trusting. Doesn't mean you have to go too fast. Doesn't mean you have to do things you don't want. None of that is true. But the holding back has to end now. Completion has to happen now. The new light is waiting for you now. They could go on and on and on about that. I'm going to see if there's a card that wants to talk to you. I saw so many different ones come up. Okay, I agree. Good one. So let's go here to see our beautiful Mother Creator, Goddess of Cycles. So that's really what they're doing. They're showing you, this cycle is over. You're the eternal creator. You've got to get back into that space. You can't keep staying under the clouds. You're one with the universe. You see that she's one with the stars, one with the universe. She's embracing it. She's owning it. It is part of her. It is within her. It is around her. And everything she does is creating sacred universes, sacred spirals, sacred shapes. But you have to die to the old. You have to start all new. You have to fertilize new recipes. And what does that mean? It's like, where are you giving your attention, your abundance, your time, your effort to old things, to try to solve old things or resolve old things or understand old things or fix old things? Or are you going to go say, nope, brand new recipe. What are we looking at? What are we thinking about? What's that recipe? I am happy every day, no matter what's happening outside of me. I don't see the money in my bank account, and I still say thank you for the money. I love all 3 pennies of you. Multiply and bless. This is creatrix energy, and you have to honor the cycle you're in, which is also like, well, I don't want to deal with it right now. If it's coming up for you, be respectful to yourself and say, okay, now that is embodying all this space, right? Embodying all this, meeting the heart of the sky and the heart of the earth meet inside of you. I wrote this like last year before. So now you have that energy. Now, 3 means a lot of different things. So I'm going to leave you alone with 3 because I want you to decide what it means. It's always been my favorite number. However, there's certain traditions that I know that think it's a challenging number. So really just depends, is it off balance or is it balanced? Is it you reuniting with yourself and your higher self? Is it you aligning with the 3 worlds, above, below, within, surface and the sky, Father Sky, Mother Earth? Is it, many, 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 many things go along with this as a sacred number. So this was perfect. The message was just perfect. So okay, let me see. Anybody have any other feedback? Thank you. Hi, Wanda. I resonated with a few of the readings. Grateful for those and your time. Happy holidays. Yay. So make sure you guys go over and you enjoy all the goodies that are there for the Black Friday sale. And I don't know if they're all up. There might be 1 or 2 that aren't in there yet. So try again and we'll send you some more. And everything's on sale. That's part of the sale through the end of the month. So feeling some fear. You don't need to feel fear. So you just stand in front of your tree. It's you. You don't need to fear yourself. Yeah. You don't see, you're now turning it into like, I'm going to do it wrong or something. All you have to do is show up. Just show up, Marty. Just show up and be there and say, okay, I'm here. You have to be in stillness and peace to receive. If we're going, oh, I don't know, someone's like, here it is, here it is, here. Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, Chris told me something the other day, and I just looked at him like shocked, and he's like, well, I told you, and you're too busy, and you didn't hear me. And I was like, wow, yeah, I totally didn't hear you. Tiffany, I love all of this. Thank you. You're so welcome. I'm going to leave you up on the TV. Okay. Oh, thank you, Grace. You're so welcome. So thank you, everybody. Let's take a moment to say thank you to this sacred space and to this beautiful temple and to these sacred feminine mysteries and Mother Earth and all of the divine energies that are here. And to each of us, let's say thank you to ourselves. Thank you to my body, and thank you to my breath. And thank you to my hands, and thank you to my eyes, and thank you to my thoughts. And thank you to my feet for carrying me everywhere. Thank you to all that I embody from the past and all the potential for the future. Thank you for the strength and the wisdom and the love that you embody regardless of what has happened. Thank you for letting me free us from the past to rise to be beautiful, incredible spiritual beings connected to every level of who we are. And now we give thanks, and may this circle be open yet unbroken. Easily come back here anytime for this wisdom and more. And may this blessing go out to the whole world, to everyone who will be lifted up, healed, blessed, aligned. And this and something better now is for all of us. It is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In la catch, a la kin, we are one. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I will be thinking of you guys on the ceremonies, and I will see you next week. I love you. You're so welcome. Thank you for your generosity and kindness. Oh, you're so welcome, Stephanie. You're welcome. Bye-bye.